Hey everyone, so welcome back to another video, and you might remember this one that I did from a previous video and how I've mentioned that I'd be making several variations of this. So I'm going to do that today, although I must say this one is like the basic shape. It doesn't really have a meaning. So I'm going to be drawing these two things. Here's the first one, and here's the second one. It looks kind of funny. It's like a head with tiny legs. So you might not know what those are, but I promise by the end of this video I'll be clear. So I was using this, so I'm gonna smudge with it and erase with it too. Okay, normal layer. Okay, right. This one. I'm gonna go with this color. You know what, I think I'll be wearing my glove because I don't want awkward glitching. Okay. This over here is the handle. The shape of it and the position is sort of like a... I don't know what you call the thing actually. It's what you use to water plants if you're a gardener. It's got like a trunk and tiny little holes where water comes out from. Let's see if we can speed this up. Okay. Now let's go with a bigger size brush so we can just block it in this empty area. Okay. Let's alpha lock this. Let's go smaller. So this is the base color. I'm just gonna start marking where the shadows are. that's not dark enough. Somewhere here. Because the light's coming from this direction. So the shadows are on the left side. Remember how I said last time about how even if you can probably paint well if you understand color and tone well, if you're making a bunch of stuff of the same theme, like what I'm doing now, if you've already made one complete thing like this, it'll be good for you if you can just eyedrop everything. Even though you can probably do it from scratch anyway, but if you use the eyedropper tool to pick your colors, it should ensure that everything looks, well, the target is to make it look exactly the same, so everything just fits. And if you don't use the eyedropper tool, you'd probably end up with you could end up with something that looks way too dark by, even if you didn't mean to, you know. Or too bright, or not as saturated. Some darks in these holes. So I'm actually planning on having something be in these holes. So, like in this one, there's like an opening here with a mouth. I'm planning on firewood showing, and they're burning. And so this is kind of like a portable heater, like a fireplace. So around the darkest areas should be good to add some saturated darks. Because this right here is looking kind of gray. Okay, the right side of this picture is starting to really look good. Come together very nicely. Let's go bigger now. Okay, we could try smudging this, some of it. Let's go dark now. So the inside of the layer of this metallic material is showing because it's been cut here. Like a hole has been punched. So the inside should be, well, it's not that it should be, but I'm thinking of making it lighter like this. Just to make it clearly visible. Go for that dark color again and get back whatever I've overlapped, I guess. Okay, I think we can try to use this color now. Should be just some grays lurking about. Somewhere in the mid-tone area. Okay, and these highlights around the edges, because these are flat planes and pointy edges tend to attract, well, not attract, it tends to catch light. Okay. Okay, now slight adjustments here. Okay. So, time to add another multiply layer. Multiply, you know what? Let's go color dodge. I'll in here add. I keep using color dodge because I'm so used to Photoshop. Let's try this one. It's a bit much. Okay. Go back to using this brush. Excuse me. Let's go bigger. Just for that texture. Oh wow. Okay. This bit should catch some light. This one too. You know, let's go bold and make it quite obvious. Let's see if I can clean up some of this. Blend, because it's a metallic surface anyway. So a little bit of smoothness should be good. Okay. The inside of these walls catching some light. Okay, I think it needs some of this color down here. Oh, I can't believe I one layered that. It's just one single layer. Oh yeah, I forgot something. Around bright areas like this, it's usually good to add darkness around it, just so that the bright spots, they just pop. And then we can try blending this. Over here too. Okay. Since what I did over here, the darkness around the brights, happened to be darker than everything else I've done so far, so I have to go back and make sure for these darker bits to also have that certain color. I mean, that particular color. Because you don't want the stuff in the back that's supposed to be darkest looking brighter than something over here, which is in the front. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I think the light brush or light pen would be good. Oh, you know what? I think we can do it over here. Yeah, it's way better. And around the edges here. Okay. So that's it for the first variant. So I'm gonna make a duplicate. And I think I'll do it on an extra layer. So, okay. I'm going to go extra dark. Okay. I'm not actually sure how I should go about doing this, but what I'm trying to do now is sort of making a halo around some firewood. And the firewood should be a different color. Like this. Okay. Darker for the side planes here. I don't know if this was gonna work out. Okay, around the edges should be a little dark. Hey, you know what? That's actually quite nice. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and use an airbrush. Let's go medium rectangular pressure. Take that color, go darker. Maybe about halfway opacity. And I'm just going to indicate pattern of wood. Oh, that's not how it actually looks here, because this thing's been topped up, so it should be partial like this. Maybe some brighter spots too. And saturated stuff. There. Now that's wood. You know what? I don't think I should have made a duplicate anyway. Just delete this. So now we have one with the firewood inside already. Right, so we can now make a duplicate of this. And now this will be the true other variant of the first variant, where I'm thinking of having some glowy bits. Let's make it in here. An extra layer, clip that below. Yeah, okay, here we go. It's not big enough. Let's make it red too. And mainly yellow. Okay, let's try blending it now. And we're going for soft brush. Let's have it show in these holes too, using the glow brush. Okay. Go back to this brush. That's too cool. Okay. Now this thing's supposed to be glowing. And it's all fiery. So it should have lots of reflected light everywhere. And here. Okay. Like this. And let's do some more using the luminance light pen brush. And I don't really want to do too much work on this, because for sure if I spend more hours doing this, it will end up looking very nice, but it's supposed to be just a concept. So as long as it's clear what this thing is, I think it should be okay to just stop. So that's it for the first one. Okay, now we have this one, and then this one, and okay, I'm gonna make a duplicate of this one. Put that up here. So this is going to be easier. Than the fiery one we just did. Get rid of this. So I can kind of tell what I'm looking at now. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is just getting rid of this hole here for now. Just get rid of it, because there's supposed to be a thingy here in its place. Okay. This bit too. Okay. Oops. Not supposed to delete there. Okay. And get rid of this. The linear dodge, linear add stuff as well. I drop, get rid of that and that. Okay. Oh, this too. Not supposed to be there. Get rid of this. And this. You know what, in fact, I think we can just get rid of most. Just delete everything. Oh, I guess. Maybe around the nose. Yeah. Like that. Okay. fire would be gone. I dropped this one because it's nice and dark. This bit doesn't belong. It's a little spillover because it followed the shape of the previous thing that we did. Okay. Because now we sort of have all the colors from the other thing, from this thing, on here now. So we might be able to get away with not really eyedropping over there and coming back here. Instead, just eyedropping from here, because everything's already here. Darker. Wonder how where the light should come from. Maybe over here. Like that. Even though it might make sense, it's not very easily understandable to people. So I think sometimes it's just best to give it to them easy by giving easier to look at shadows. Like this. Okay, for the nose, might be able to just blend the mustache too. Oh, this part needs to be painted in. There. Alpha lock it again, back to blending. Blend this and this. Blend. Where's this texture coming from? Oh. Okay. Gonna get rid of that. Okay, back to the eyes now. Just blending it. Okay. There should be more dark because this is supposed to be a hole where the eyes are. And so we should get rid of that linear add effect. This is a hole too. And so is this. Okay. A little bit of that red. Here. This color. Get rid of that linear dodge. Blend this. Gotta make sure, if possible, to have that look like a face. Okay. Let's see what else we can do. Maybe that color. And let's go brighter. There. And let's go brighter here as well. On the mustache. Need some grays too. Deep reds. Okay, I think one more color here in between, and we can now add some more linear add effects to bring out once more the light. I'm gonna try using the light pen again. Okay, it's not supposed to be there, it's supposed to be here. Okay. You see, when you're drawing, when you're painting things in a painterly style like this, there actually is still outlines. It's just the outlines are not in the form of rim light like this, for one, or just super super tiny gradations done so subtly they might as well be outlines anyway. Gonna make sure people see this mustache down here. And this one. Okay. Now that should be obvious. Let's add a little glow here. Because like what we did with the fire thing earlier, we're gonna do again here. Only this time, the difference would be there will be no firewood showing. And instead, it's just little glow effects. Here it is. Or you know what? Maybe we can just have it over here. I wanted to have like a little glow, but it shouldn't be all that strong. Should I just use the light brush? The light pen anyway? Let's give it a try. What if it's big? Ooh. Okay. Now we add a pure white layer. And let's see if we can somewhat make the illusion of smoke just come out. Stabilization, make it 51 and 51. It's not very charming looking, is it? Okay, let's leave that back. I wonder what I should use for smoke. This, I guess? Okay, that looks quite nice. Turn down the opacity and make it bigger. Motion blur. Pencil, what am I using there? Should be this one, I guess. Okay, duplicate that. And again, turn this down. What if you make that into your overlay and alpha lock? Or just normal color. Okay. Now let's see if we can fix it again. Manually. Turn alpha lock off. Wait, where am I? Oh. Okay, merge these together. Make a duplicate just in case I ruin it. Okay. Now this looks nice. Okay. That looks like good smoke. Although it might be too much. So let's make a mask. Let's erase a little over here. Okay. There. No, that's good. So where am I? Okay. We've got this one. There. Not bad, eh? So we've made 4 things and should be less than an hour now. So I'm going to put this together into a single picture. And that's it. So it's a Dwarven themed practice piece, I guess. And my favorite one actually happens to be this one. It looks so funny. It's got a funny looking face and it's definitely got some character, even though the other ones are done very nicely. Like the crystal looks good. What is this? The kettle also looks good, but I much prefer this one just because of the idea of it being interesting. So, thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask down in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.